Ask your Ditto to transform into Lickitung. Who the hell needs toilet paper, or a bidet for that matter? What's something you saw by accident that you wish you hadn't seen? A lady accidentally flashed me getting out of her car. I mean fully. I saw everything through her skimpy undies. The same lady turned out to be the main speaker at the training I was at. The training was trauma based. I didn't take in anything she said. She was giving you the full training from traumatizing you to trying to cure you. The trauma is that 6 years on I still don't know if I enjoyed this or not. At this rate I've got about 3 GTAs left in my lifetime. When I was a kid watching DBZ I saw myself as Gohan, so it's fitting he grew up to be a disappointment. He looks like he's about to eviscerate you, and use your gastrointestinal tract as a condom while he fornicates with your skull. Nobody is pulling me out of Pocahontas. If garlic was a person. Honorable mention, calling your teacher mom or dad. Can I call them daddy instead? What's the most toxic community you've been in? Certainly not League of Legends. Last time I played I got tons of helpful tips on how to uninstall the game and kill myself. You had me in the first half. Chinese fur is kind of eat Western fur is up like wow. My girlfriend forgiving me after I caught her with another dude. He's lebooping less note, oh my god, epic win. I wanna shove it up my ass. When you realize everything happening now means extra homework for history students in the future. Me on my way to cause another world war just to troll the people in the future. Her IQ is so high that it loops around and forms negative digits. She liked it rough. What world record are you sure you own without any actual proof? I guarantee that nobody has touched my penis more than I have. Your uncle would like a word. What is your worst fear while having Shreks? Samurais bust and then laugh not only at my technique, but also the size of my junk before they cut off my hands and feet. When she exposing her DMs and you see your homie in the mix. She is yours, but the Y is silent. Men and women of Reddit, what made you not want a second date with someone? On a first date at a coffee shop, the guy picked up my foot. I was wearing cute sandals. He rubbed my foot for a second, and I was like what the duck? Then he put all of my toes in his mouth. At the table. The coffee shop. 4 generations. Pass, pass, pass. Passed away. Smash, 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 smash gently. After murder laughter is amazing. It's called manslaughter for a reason. He looks like the German villain in a comedy about figure skating. What can you say during Shreks, but also at a family dinner? I'm about to come inside of my dog'lmfao. Chicken with extra 2 legs. Twice as delicious with those double thighs. Israel this, Palestine that, what if we just gave it back to Britain? Your phone is connected to the speaker. What's the first song you're playing? The iPhone alarm sound. As an Australian I'm cheering about our strict gun laws. On the other hand, a little pistol would be fun. Australians deserve protection from mutant kickboxing deers on steroids. No one can hurt your feelings. If your dad made you hold a flashlight when you were a kid, what about the flashlight I had to hold? Oh, so if someone dresses up as a cowboy to buy Red Dead 2, it's fine. But if I drove my car into the store to buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's illegal and destructive. I was a bouncer at a strip club for a while and had a regular come in that would pay a couple of the girls to pee in a cup so he could drink it, which is gross enough, but whatever. The more messed up thing is that the girls would usually have one of her other regulars pee for her and then pass it off as her own. So the poor bastard was drinking some random guy's piss instead, the flowery champagne that apparently came out of the girls. I know it's not technically worse because piss is piss, but it just seems instinctually more nasty to drink dude piss. Why did you make me read this with my own eyes? Because I hate suffering alone. You can have Shreks with one real person from all of human history. Who is your ultimate lay? I'd like to have Shreks one more time with my wife who passed away from cancer 9 years ago. My body yearns for hers. The ultimate downside to finding the one is she may die young and leave you wanting. I also choose this guy's dead wife. I just had incest with my sister. Now that I have your attention you can go, as this is a prank. Only a prank? You were just telling me in DMs how good it felt. Him, you're extra wet tonight, huh? Turns on the lights. My dad with a fish / my dad with me. Wait till the fish turns 23. The novelty of their relationship may wear off, and he might look like the second photo. I lost 100 pounds. Average American could lose 100 pounds and still look like that man. Actual reality. Starts running over pedestrians on the sidewalk. What the heck is the difference between a left and right tampon? One for labia and one for rectum. The rectum one is Unishreks for the next day Taco Bell shits. I know a kid who, at 13, got a BJ from his teacher. It did not make him a cool kid. He was subjected to bullying by the students, kept at a distance by other female teachers, and ignored by the people at the school, who were supposed to see to his well-being. He was a victim in every sense of the word, and what happened to him was absolutely tragic. It hung over him until he moved across the country and cut contact with everyone. He could not form friendships or relationships, while known as the kid who got blown by the teacher. It destroyed his mental and emotional health. No child should ever be in that position. Anyone who thinks it is a positive situation needs to be kicked down a few flights of stairs until their brain reboots. Damn, that sucks. Hope he's doing better now. Poor choice of words, my person. What did he see? The other thing that Tails has to of Omegle first time user. Point of view, trying to sleep without getting a good night text from that person. I swear men are so lucky God created me a woman, because the back shots I would give would sound like nukes, and I promise you would give PTSD to anyone who fought in World War II. You didn't see the second two. Mother Ducker had seen his pee go downwards all the time, but still needed to apple to discover gravity. He never got to see his pee going down. There was always your mouth blocking his vision. Well, you really shouldn't be masturbating in public. Look at you and your fancy social skills. I know it's done before, but I'll wait. Name a more iconic trio. I'll wait. Adolf Hitler, Benito Mussolini, and Emperor Hirohito. What's the weirdest Shrek's act you've ever done alone? I ducked a goddamn trash bag. Women have names, you ducking asshole. Venezuelan man arrested after authorities recovered a Russian-made R-73 air-to-air missile from his property, which was located near a military air base in Guarico. God forbid a man have a hobby. Why should we care? I hope your wife gives birth to a centipede and you have to spend the rest of your days slaving away to buy shoes for it. Pixar in 2089. What if planets had feelings? I want to see a porno of Saturn ducking Pluto with its rings. Take my upvote and never say that again. Stealthy knife kills are the best. You should see my friend. He was speechless when I stabbed him. He just gurgled and pretended to convulse. A real good sport. Did you duck her? I had to. She said her pussy better than yours, babe. I couldn't let her say shit like that and get away with it. I had to be your man and defend you the whole time we was ducking. I was calling her a liar for saying her pussy better when it wasn't. Same but with my sister. My finger is wet. Touch ID. Wait a minute, who are you? That's why I put my dick print instead. Clearly never gets wet. How much porn do you typically consume per week? 5 gallons. Everything you've ever thrown away still exists. This is very hopeful because years ago, I threw away my dignity. My husband's wife found us the perfect Christmas sweater. My husband's wife. Can a person of ordinary strength rip a newborn's arms off? Not out of socket, but totally off. You can do anything, if you believe hard enough. Dog pussy is the best. Boy, if you don't put that ducking comma after dog. Do not masturbate with Colgate. It ducking burns. 9/10 dentists agree with this message. Get a boner to flip the chessboard when you lose. What's an oddly violent fact that you know? Bedbugs don't have vaginas. The male stabs the female in the abdomen with a barb-like penile structure and ejaculates inside the open wound. Death by infection, for the female, is a common outcome. What are you doing? Be honest. You just won $70 million and your sibling right eye cost $69 million. What you do? Tell my stepsies that she is lucky as I now have another hole to duck her in. Ayo bro. What the duck? Miss you Amy. You would have loved vapes. Ice strawberry to be specific. My kid peed in the humidifier. There is urine misted onto every ducking surface of this room. Snorts birth control. What is the most desperate thing you have used to masturbate to? The strip club missions in GTA Vice City. Edit. After watching the GTA 6 trailer an hour ago, I think this will make a comeback in 2025. A human arm only supplies about 1800 calories, while a leg has about 7150 calories. That's without sauces and garnish. This is absolutely disgusting. They are literally minors. Minors? I also like to have sexual intercourse with minors. So no hand job. What is the most common reason for you to turn down Shreks? I don't have a condom. Just tie up your foreskin. I'm finished with this thread now. Goodbye. That wasn't a web he shot at me. I eat kiwis with the hairy skin on. My mom said I seemed to like it, so she wasn't going to stop me. Later on I find out that I'm a freak of nature for doing it, but I still eat it that way because I just like it. The only downside is that, since I like the texture of the hair and skin, I have forbidden fruit moments when I'm looking at the abdomen of a tarantula. That dog looks like a British person. You get pushed into 2030 for 10 minutes and you get one Google search. What you looking for? Big oily tits. Some things don't change regardless of time, ye bud. What is one myth about Shreks watching porn made you believe? Learning about Shreks from porn is like learning about driving by watching monster trucks. I ducking love monster trucks. What? You love ducking monster trucks? Name 2 cards that have zero synergy. You and some bitches. People easily disgusted by smells more prone to xenophobia. Study suggests. Study using fictional refugee groups finds xenophobic prejudice strongest in English-speaking countries. If you're sensitive to things that smell like shit, you probably don't like immigrants. What did they mean by that? Grins Shrexilian murmurs. Hello my Nubian goddess. Yeah, no thanks. But, you're my darky waifu. I'm gonna have to pass on this one. Now listen here missy, I'm a great guy, and I'm trying to compliment you. Steps close and strokes your plump lower lip dominantly. Now you be good and listen. Gross. Amazing cinema with beds. Why the duck people are clapping. Nothing is happening in the movie. He's doing all this just to get shot by an ad wearing sandals with an AK-47. What is stopping you from being able to do this? Hey girl, are you a blanket? Because I'ma give you to a homeless guy. Wholesome. I love giving women to random dudes on the street. I like my whiskey, like I like men. Twice my agent from Scotland. Smoky, full-bodied and leaves you gasping a little. Left in an oak barrel for at least 3 years with very little oxygen. 9 weeks no heroin no crack. You want to do it again. If you're afraid of guns, just remember that even Winnie the Pooh was armed when he heard a bump in the night. Imagine getting shot by Winnie the Pooh with a double barrel. You don't have to imagine if you're in China. One can dream. Pro-lifer. And what if you were aborted? Me imagining I wasn't born. I mean, you can always make a late abortion. Stop gnome. Step bro. What if dad catches? He can join in. Now I know that if a terrorist puts a grenade in my mouth it will be a little bit funny. Promise me you'll look after this world after I'm gone. Please. Please. I promised. His friend is in that barrel causing the problem. Oof. Forgot to push the pasta into the water. Half got cooked and other half is raw. Oh, it's an Italian BDSM whip. Spank me harder, papa. Technoblade never dies. Stage 4 cancer. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I guess Techno took the hero route while Dream. This is an example of fans who went too far. Star Wars fan killed his wife after she smashed his toy collection. Turned to the dark side. He has £975 a month plus utilities. Please put an NSFW tag on this. I was on the train, and when I saw this, I had to start furiously masturbating. Everyone else gave me strange looks, and were saying things like what the duck, and call the police. I dropped my phone and everyone around me saw this image. Now there is a whole train of people masturbating together at this one image. This is all your fault. You could have prevented this if you had just tagged this post NSFW. Ethically, why is incest bad? I'm not sure where to post this, so I just assumed here. To preface, this was just a shower thought I had that I can't get out of my head. I have a girlfriend, and I'm not incest or anything. Basically just the title. Other than reproductive harm, why is it bad? Like if two brothers liked each other, why would it be bad? If they had a relationship, they can't have a kid. It doesn't harm anyone. At the end of the day it doesn't really matter. Same with two sisters. And if they used protection, a dude and girl wouldn't cause any harm to anyone. Is it just culturally Western society isn't okay with it? Unironically true, I have all the rights to blow my 80-year-old grandpa. Anything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. What holiday gift is your child dying to get? Chemotherapy. This isn't really cursed. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm in your walls. And I'm in your balls. Does that mean if I beat my meat and eat my cum after jerking off count as cannibalism? Please get out of them. I'm a tall chef and the stove's a dick height. Don't cook the wrong sausage. What are the weirdest things that you heard during Shreks? Get off me, grandma. I'm done. This looks like the type of dude that you create in games when you set everything to one side. Undercooked and underseasoned. Yeah, that's raw. I like my babies medium rare. Sports are to distract us from the rest of the world. Give them a circus and they will never revolt. It is worth noting that OP's history includes video games, and being so porn addicted he posts photos of himself in diapers, so perhaps sports aren't the only distraction of goings-ons in the world out there. What is the worst thing that can happen during Shreks? You die. The laughing gave it away, to be honest. Wait, that's laughter? It sounded like a woman being tortured to me. My favorite type of laugh. Dark. I like it. Dark humor is like a dead child. It never gets old. Dark jokes are like clean water. Nor everyone gets it. Just gonna say, if you ever wonder why you went to hell, this is why. Alright, that's enough internet for the day. I'ma head out. Wait. Before you go, I need to tell you this fun fact. Before my daughter was born, I was reading the book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. And I read that the hormones that cause a mother to lactate get passed to the baby through the breast milk, causing any breastfeeding child to also lactate. Even the boys. When I tested this out on my infant nephew, I had to, for science. I said to my sister, hey, check this out. As I squeezed her son's nipple, and, sure as duck, it's true. I've never gotten a more sincere what the duck from my sister than I did that day. Now he's a teenager and is probably one of the only kids in his class that can say his uncle milked him. But that's probably for the best. My cousin just told me that it's not classy to eat a large box of shrimp fried rice by myself. I told her it's not classy to not know who her chilled father is. Now everyone's yelling, shrimp fried rice. Kids, depends on how hungry you are, I guess. There is no joke in this meme. The joke is my life. Wrong. Your life isn't a joke. Jokes have meaning. Be honest, would you? When you sucking on them titties and accidentally swallow a nipple, bro. The mouth is a sports car, capable of amazing things when controlled by a talented driver. The vagina is a high-end sedan, luxury interior with all the amenities and features. Built for comfort, a smooth ride all the way, would drive it every day. The ass is a 1997 base level Jeep Wrangler with 130,000 miles on the odometer. Yeah, sorta fun to take for a spin once in a while just for kicks. But the interior is pretty sparse, the seats aren't very comfortable for driver or passenger, and you might leak some fluids unless you do a big maintenance ritual right before you take it out. Personally, I could take it or leave it, but I'm aware that some people just have a thing for anglers. So be it, to each their own. I personally prefer my boyfriend to have a pair of bigger balls rather than a huge penis. Is this normal? Please stop sending me DM of your big balls. Hey, not gonna lie, I've felt so lonely these past couple of days. Anyone wanna chat or summon? You look like somebody dropped hydrofluoric acid on your face. Goldilocks moaned, this one is just right. Things I want for Christmas. My family back. Listen, I ain't Santa. Sit on this or go back to your ex. What the weirdest place you have masturbated? Football stadium after my team won. The whole team jerked you off too? Imagine non-living things having emotions. The world would become even more depressing place. Fleshlights. My mom said I shouldn't use her PC for Facebook, otherwise she will rub my face on the keyboard. Lucky enough she is not around, and I hack My buddy got surgery on his back, they took this out. Get a little olive oil, some garlic and a pat of butter and toss that into a pan. What a terrible day to be literate. How much would it cost today to cover Khufu's pyramid in its original white limestone and gold capstone? Look how they massacred my boy. This one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. First part to rule out is that the Pyramidion wasn't gold and was also only about 8 meters tall, much smaller than that picture would have you believe. There was a bunch more math here, but none of it made sense. So simpler root. 144,000 casing stones, the size of which got smaller near the top, and also were in at least 2 different shapes regardless of level, but they were probably much smaller and lighter than the 6 to 10 ton blocks of local limestone. Some estimates say 1.5 ton. I can't find the price for Tura limestone specifically, but blocks of other white limestone are around $140 per ton. So $30.2 million, ignoring the loss from cutting them to shape, labor, transport, installation etc., which would probably add a lot. Plus the Pyramidion, which is incalculable due to its material being unknown. The Egyptians at the time also ignored the cost of labor, so that's a fair assumption. What is the worst thing you have found in your parents' closet? When I was little I was in my parents' room and I wasn't supposed to be, but when they came in there I hid in their closet. I found a pair of pink fuzzy handcuffs and thought they would be great to play a game with my brothers, like a cops and robbers game. Needless to say, my brother ended up stuck in the handcuffs and we had to get my mom to help get them off, and they disappeared after that. Didn't realize until I was much older what those were used for. Paul Nash 6944. Anime girl, stop staring at me like that. You'll make me pregnant. People who actually love and want kids stares harder.